You've been watching live coverage of a news conference in Flint as the state announces charges in the Flint water crisis.
Multiple officials are charged, including former Governor Rick Snyder. We will have full coverage right now on News 8 at noon.
From Wood TV 8, this is a breaking news alert.
Now on News 8 at noon, for the first time in our state's history, a governor or former governor has been charged with crimes related to their term in office.
This morning, Governor Rick Snyder faced a judge charged for his role in the Flint water crisis.
We just watched this. Lead investigators in this case discuss their findings. News 8's Joe LaFergie is at the live desk to bring us up to speed. Joe?
Yeah, Tom, Emily, it's not just Snyder. 9 people have been charged. That includes a former health director who's been hit with 9 counts of involuntary manslaughter. Snyder is facing less serious charges, 2 misdemeanor charges of willful neglect of duty in Flint. He pleaded not guilty. Each charge carries a possible penalty of a year in jail and a $1,000 fine. Snyder was released. His only restriction is the cannot travel out of state. Nick Lyon, the former health director in the Snyder administration, is facing the manslaughter charges. They stem from the deaths of 9 people who got Legionnaire's disease in the wake of the water crisis. He also entered a not guilty plea. The involuntary manslaughter counts are punishable by up to 15 years in prison. Also today, Dr. Eden Wells was charged with 9 counts of involuntary manslaughter. She's the former chief medical executive for the state of Michigan. She was also slapped with 2 counts of misconduct in office and a count of willful neglect of duty. Former Flint finance director and state-appointed emergency manager Darrell Early was also charged today. He faces 3 counts of misconduct in office, which is punishable by up to 5 years in prison. Early oversaw Flint switch to the Flint River for drinking water. Now, the charges against Snyder stem from an alleged offense on April 25th, 2014. That is the day Flint began using the Flint River as its new water source. It was a cost-saving move while a pipeline was being built from Lake Huron. But the water was not treated properly, which caused lead to bleed from old pipes and poison the water system used by nearly 100,000 residents. 12 deaths have been blamed on the water. Today, the state legal team that led this investigation announced all of the charges. They say there's no amount of legal action that can bring healing to the city of Flint.
The impact of the Flint water crisis cases and what happened in Flint will span generations and probably well beyond the way others will live our lives. This case has nothing whatsoever to do with partisanship. It has to do with human decency, resurrecting the complete abandonment of the people of Flint, and finally holding people accountable for their alleged unspeakable atrocities that occurred in Flint all these years ago. Pure and simple, this case is about justice, truth, accountability, poisoned children, lost lives, still not whole, and simply giving a damn about all of humanity.
Governor Snyder's legal team put out this statement soon after he left the courthouse, saying the charges are, quote, wholly without merit, and this entire situation is puzzling. It goes on to say today's charges do nothing to bring justice to the people of Flint. These unjust allegations do nothing to resolve a painful chapter in the history of our state. Today's actions merely perpetuate an outrageous political persecution. Snyder is set to be back in court next Tuesday for a pretrial hearing.
Joe LaFergie, thank you. Our team is working to get reaction from the people involved and from the city of Flint. Look for continuing coverage tonight on News 8 at 5 and 6 and online at woodtv.com.